What if your town had a mini science TED Talk series that was held maybe once a month, that was free or had a low cost to attend? Would you attend that? What I just described is sometimes referred to as a science cafe or a science on tap, or originally it was actually even called a cafe scientifique. Hi, my name is Will, and I'm a science connector, and I work to help bridge the gap between science and the public. You might have seen something recently come across your For You page that sounds something like this, and those are a special group called Lectures on Tap, which is another organization that has started to bring really great science cafes to a couple of cities around the country, mainly New York, LA, Chicago. But what if there was one in your town? Because science is happening everywhere. The world we live in is incredibly interesting, complex, nuanced, and sometimes confusing, and that's where science cafes can come in to help. These are oftentimes when a scientist or researcher, photographer, some expert or passionate storyteller comes in to tell their story in a public space, which could be anything from a cafe to a bar, a coffee shop, a museum, a public library, a community space. It can be anywhere. And they come in to give a presentation about the work they do, how it connects to the real world, and maybe how you could participate in it. Examples of talks that I've helped coordinate in the past could be anything from how dark matter and dark energy work to the importance of community gardens and so much more. But usually the presentations themselves can last anywhere from 5 minutes to 45 minutes or an hour. And then at the end, having some kind of discussion, Q&A, or activity to engage the audience in a further dialogue around the topic. There even is some research to back this up. In 2014, a university in Wisconsin did a study to understand the impacts of science cafes on the audience's self-confidence in discussing health and science concepts. They did their study across 5 different science cafes that they co-created the topics with the audience and found across the board increases in the self-confidence of the audiences about talking about scientific and health topics because of science cafes. If you have a science cafe in your community, let me know in the comments. Or if you want to start one yourself, let me know.